What's up, guys? Product Probes Christian back at you with another knife review. Got a cool one today. This is the Mtech A865. I'll give you a close-up real quick. This is of the police knife. It's kind of similar to the, we did a tac force kind of thing, but this one's a little more, in my opinion, it's just cooler. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is It's named Sadie. Hi, my name is
Alright guys, this is kind of similar to the tac force remake, but this is kind of this is the Mtech version we got going here. Honestly, I like this thing a lot better. Let me give you guys a close-up on it real quick. I mean, the style on it just looks super nice. Kind of got your little police emblem right there near the trigger and the lock, and then you've got the police written on the blade right there. And then the design on the blade itself is just super nice. As you can see, it's kind of got the little holes and then the different colors it's got on the blade. And it's just a real nice thing got going here. Super nice knife here. This is kind of a tactical feel to it. It's got all the nice features on here. Threaded blades, straight blades, stainless steel we got here. And then you got your thumb studs, liner lock, glass breaker, and seatbelt cutter. And then finally, your pocket clip. Let's first go ahead and look at this blade. Let's see how sharp we got on here. It's not feeling super sharp, but let's go see what this... Oh, I'm getting a couple hairs, actually. But let's go see what this thing can do on some paper. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and get the sharpness on this blade. Let's try and see if we can't get a nice rip from the top right here. Kind of a little difficult to get in there. Alright, once you kind of got in there, it wasn't too bad. Let's try that a couple more times. Let's see what we got. Kind of difficult to... Alright, but once you get in there, it's actually pretty sharp. I think it's just having a little bit of trouble getting in there. But once you do get in there, it actually rips pretty nicely. Let's see what we got on the point. Real sharp point on there, actually. But yeah, as you can see, once you kind of get in there, here, let's get another piece. It kind of just rips down actually really fast. There's not much tearing at all. If I can show that for you guys. No particles really come out. I mean, it's actually pretty sharp knife. Alright guys, so it's actually pretty sharp, not gonna lie. Let's kind of go down on some of the features we got on here, kind of in detail. Like I said, you got your liner lock, super easy to open and close. The trigger is just real nice feel to it. Super crisp. I mean, that's the word I guess you could say to describe it. I mean, just feels really nice. I'll do that one more time. Yeah, so super fast trigger there. Liner lock, you can open and close this thing with one hand. Let's see. Yeah, and then you got your thumb studs, of course. Like I said, stainless steel, and then it's kind of oxidized black in some of the areas just for kind of a visual effect. Aluminum handle, and then just real nice designs up in here. It feels really nice in your hands. It's got really nice grip on here, holding it this way. Just real nice grip. And then you've got your glass breaker and your seatbelt cutter. And last but not least, your belt clip. This thing is just super beefy. I mean, I can't even lift this thing up with my own fingers. I want to go see what this thing feels like in the pocket. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and stick this thing in the pocket. Like I said, it was pretty difficult to open up the pocket clip, so I'm kind of curious to see what we've got. It's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Let's see, taking it out. So you just kind of have to hold it down. It's not too bad. One thing about it though is that the belt clip's a little far down on the knife, so there's about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of the knife sticking out, which it's not the best thing, but it's not a deal breaker for me. Take it out. The trigger is right there, so you don't have to flip it around or anything like that. Printing, not too bad on the printing actually. It's not a super thick knife. It just feels real nice in the pocket, not super heavy. As for the concealed, I'm kind of wearing kind of some just regular pants, so not jeans, so they're not going to be higher up on the waist. But even with a shirt like this, you can barely see the belt clip sticking out. See, take it out one more time, put it in. It's not too bad, yeah. Kind of like it. Alright guys, little difficult to get in and out of the pocket, but that's not too much of a problem. It's not super heavy, which I like, but also this thing is actually just a really nice sized knife. I like the way it feels, how big and how small it is. It just feels perfect in my hands. Let's kind of get over to see what we got on the measurements. Total length with the glass breaker, we're looking right at 8.5, 8.25 maybe. Length of the blade, we are looking at 3.5, and close we are looking at I guess you could say right at 4.5. Yeah, 4.5, 4 3/4. Not too bad. That's a perfect pocket size for me. I would honestly consider taking this thing out as an everyday carry. Just feels super nice. Let's get the weight on here. It's a little heavy, but not too much to where it's noticeable. 5.3 ounces, yeah. So just a little bit above what the usual is on this size, but I'm not complaining. Alright guys, this thing is actually pretty nice. Alright guys, I'm really impressed with this thing. Like I said, this is the Mtech A865, kind of the police remake. Just an overall really nice looking knife, really sturdy looking knife. Just feels super nice and clean, I guess you could say. Definitely will consider as using this as my everyday carry. It's got everything you could ask for. Stainless steel blade, aluminum handle, really nice look on here. Serrated, plain braid, liner lock, belt clip, glass breaker, and finally your seatbelt cutter. Well guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.